everybody. How are you? It is Tree with ShowStopper Designs. You see the sign up there. How are y'all doing? Welcome. I'm gonna make a fall wreath today, and it's actually a wreath that I'm actually redoing. How can I say this? I made it for my dentist, purchased it years ago, walked in last year, saw it, and I was like, no, gotta redo this. So I'm actually redoing it, and gonna finish it up today. Also have a centerpiece. I already finished that one and remade it. Looks fantastic, completely different, so much better than it did before. But welcome again, it's Tree with ShowStopper Designs. Gonna be making a fall wreath, fall welcome wreath for my dentist and their office to welcome their patients, clients to their office in the fall. And again, it's a redo of one that I've made. Let me get my iPad ready. Oh goodness. I'm gonna turn myself down here. How's everybody doing today? I see that there's 9 people on, but I don't see comments. Hi, Helen. There's 10 people. Welcome. Barbara, hi. Can y'all hear me just fine? Sue, hi. Box up your order. It's ready to go. Thank you so much, Sue. Appreciate it. Hi, Kathy. Can y'all hear me okay? I guess you can. If not, y'all would tell me. But we're going to be making a welcome wreath. And I've already kind of got my picks together, already clustered them together. So again, this shouldn't be so long, but I should show you guys from the ribbons that I selected to the sign that'll go in here. And again, I just see you're using that pumpkin, absolutely. And I have 2 more that I'm going to be putting in a swag with the other ribbon, the striped ribbon. This one is actually for my dentist's office. So, and where they put it, it needed to be a wreath and not a swag. But I will be making that probably this coming week or possibly this weekend. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hi, here you just well. Thank you, Maggie. I appreciate it. Come on in, and again, I'm making a welcome wreath, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started because everybody's going to be coming on, and they're gonna get it. They're gonna get what I'm doing. But this is a actual redo. I had made them a wreath many years ago. Saw it last fall and was mortified. I was like, oh no, I can do a better job. So I'm gonna do. Took the sign out of the old wreath, and I'm going to actually put it back into this wreath because I wanted a combination of something they can use from Halloween to all the way through fall. And again, this has a little bit of fall in it as well as a little bit of Halloween, so a little bit of black is in there as well. So again, I am Tree with ShowStopper Designs, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. What this is an evergreen base. It's a dual ring. It's 18-inch evergreen base. I normally have them in my shop. I have a 20-inch right now that is in my shop. These are already out of stock and in my shop. I wish I could get more, so as soon as the supplier has them, they will be back in my shop. And this is a wood shingle, fence plank maybe, not shingle, it's wood, fence wood plank. And the actual, I've had it for so long because it was in the redo that I don't even know where I got it. But again, it's just a vinyl painted sign. And on the back, I've already stapled in 3 of the pipe cleaners, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it in there because the pumpkin's gonna go up at the top, just above welcome, and then the ribbon is gonna go all the way around. But I can go ahead and get this actually placed into the wreath. Hi Cheryl, how are you doing? welcome, come on in. Hi, Elizabeth. Gerona? Did I say that right? Hi, Lavon, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. Putting in this sign. Getting this in here. Happy Saturday. Hopefully everybody's staying cool. It's hot everywhere, I know. But not as hot as it has been here. Woo! Mercy, it's been hot. Hi, Kay. How are you doing? Pretty sign. I did not make it, but I don't remember where I got it because, again, this came from a wreath redo that I'm doing for my dentist. So I'm going to go ahead and get these, pulling these through. So all I do is actually try to get it as tight as possible in the actual wreath. Pull some of the stems close and just tighten it down and secure it. And I like to do it in 3 places. I know, Sue, it really normally isn't this bad every year, I promise. The record, I think, for the hottest days, I think I saw this earlier in Texas, we're close to what happened in 2011 and in 1980. So, it's only a few years. It's not every summer, but it does get hot, just not every summer. So, welcome to Texas, Sue. Welcome to Texas. I just don't like it that it's your first summer and this is what's happening. But, again, get it out of the way. Just get it out of the way and we'll have a great summer moving forward in other years. But this is going to be the hottest part. If you can make it through August, you can make it. It's going to be, the worst is July, late July, mid to late July and August. It's terrible. Holding up well. Good. Good to see. That's good to know. Yes. I try. I try to keep people loving Texas. It's a great state. It just is not the best state with the heat. It's like some states get really cold in the winter. Not so much here. Not so much. But the summers are brutal. Summers are brutal. Okay, so you see this sign? It's not going anywhere. It's not moving. So even if it falls, which I've had clients tell me they've dropped the wreaths before, it's okay. It's not going anywhere. It's really good and sturdy. I'm just pulling that deco mesh back out. So I kind of squished it down when I pushed in the sign. But if I need to add more, I can add more. But I'm not going to right now. Pull out those excess strings. So I might need to put another one right there. But I don't know. We'll see. Okay, this pumpkin I had in one of my live sales. And I had some left over for myself. Thought it'd be great to put in this design, in this wreath. And all I did was take the burlap and tie 2 of the actual pipe cleaners to the bottom of it. Kind of pulled it a little tighter a little bit because it was loose, so I could pull it in a little tighter. And I'm going to tie that in just like I did the sign. Hello, everybody. Welcome. And then I'm going to angle it down a little bit because, again, it can go right in front. But, again, I want it angled in there. I want the leaves showing. I have another Chanel stem. Chanel stem. Chanel. I always say Chanel. Oh, well. It is what it is. Congratulations on what? What are we congratulating? I don't know. I missed it. But again, I'm going to have it kind of angled so when it's hanging up, it's not totally in front of the sign, but it's hanging over it. Leaves up, which I can place glue underneath that bow. Because I'm going to use some of the jute ribbon I have in my shop in the wreath as well. And of course glue. Found the other chenille stem. Is that how you say it? Well, you're congratulating each other on feeling better or doing well. That's great. Welcome. 31 people. Cool. I'll take it. It's just going to be a small little fall wreath. I do have more of these in stock if somebody's interested. I do have a couple of more. I can always check the supplier and see if I can get more. But again, push that down in there so people obviously can tell it's a pumpkin, has the stem on it, but it's not in the way of the actual sign. Okay, the 4 ribbons I picked are these ribbons, and again are going to go really well with the fall colors I have. In the very beginning, it's a fall kind of combination fall Halloween wreath. The reason why, it's a dentist office, so they can leave it up, you know, from September all the way through November, Thanksgiving, and they don't have to mess with it. You know, it's just one of those things that they're appreciative that I made it years ago, but then when I asked him, I said, you know, I'd really like to redo that for you guys. I do what is called Facebook Lives, and I can do that on a Facebook Live. I'll be more than happy to make y'all's, you know, improve it. Improve your wreath again that I made so many years ago. And they said, yeah, you can do it. And I'm like, sure, whenever y'all get it out of storage. They're like, oh, it'll be at the front desk when you're done. I was like, oh, okay, you actually have it here. So everything worked out. I had the dentist appointment, got the wreath, got the centerpiece, and I think they'll be happy clients once I'm done. I think they will be happy clients, right? We'll be so excited. Okay, so this bow, and I do hand bows. I don't actually use a bow maker. I actually do a hand bow. This bow is almost 7. Almost 7, because again, it's a little smaller wreath than the actual swag that's behind me there. That swag, I think the bow was 8 inches. Hi, that Dolly? Hi, how are you doing? Yes, hi. Welcome. All right. So I'm going to make it actually, this is going to go at the very top of the actual wreath. Hello. Pull it over so y'all can see it. It's going to go at the very top of the wreath. And then I'm going to have some trailing down the side. Go ahead and drop it to the floor. Pull it in a little bit. Because this can go right there, can pop over the welcome and still show that, and then pop down and go down. Perfect. There's a little imperfection on that ribbon, so I might need to cut it. So that's okay. That's okay. It's not going to be perfect every time. So what is everybody doing this Saturday? Besides staying inside, keeping cool? No? No? Nobody? Actually tie it off with a zip tie here shortly after I put in all of the ribbons. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. Just making a fall wreath Did anybody catch the lives last weekend? Karen from Crafty Karen Designs and myself, we did a craft marathon, designing marathon from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Did Halloween, did fall, and did a day of Christmas. Did y'all catch those? Love the black and white. Yes, it's a D. Stevens. The actual rolls on the floor, but it's a D. Stevens 3-inch. And it is, I think, perfect for what we're doing here. And then this one is a D. Stevens as well. And I have one of these checkered rolls left in my shop. It's been selling really well, and it has a checkered mini check back. So this is going to be 3 loops. Pulling it, twisting it. And the loops from the second and third ribbon, they're just a little bit smaller than the other ribbons. Pull it just a little bit. There we go. Flipping it. Because the actual items that I have, I'll just grab some of the sprays. See how I have some sprays that have some maroon or burgundy, and then some orange and green, some really bright colors. Some of the actual colors that are perfect from these ribbons. Then this last one is going to tie in that jute again from the pumpkin. So hopefully and bring it all together. Take it down to the floor. Bring it all together. There we go. Okay. Y'all see how I did that? Hopefully it's on there. If it's not, I can always make another one on another live. So hopefully y'all were able to see that. Hello. Hello, Lily. Welcome. I'm gonna put a zip tie on this if I can. Holding the ribbon. There we go. Hold it in the middle. Get another zip tie. Put it behind it. I love using zip ties now. It's like my favorite thing. I just think it holds so well. So then, of course, I can always tie the bow, but I have that extra zip tie. Let me clip the one I pulled. Throw that away. But no, I was talking about last weekend. Your bow is gorgeous. Thank you, Susan. And again, I always like to do the different colors, and of course, I'll trim it and cut it. But you know, again, it's perfect, bringing out the stripes in the pumpkin, stripes and plaids, and the actual ribbon. Okay, so I'm gonna put this up here. Turn this around, because you can actually adjust it however you want. You just need to make for sure that when you get it in the actual wreath, you want to get it in that frame. There is a frame to this particular wreath design. And when you go to zip tie, you can actually pull your ribbon, manipulate it. Because again, this isn't in here permanently yet. I've just placed everything in here. Bring it on around. Because again, you can pull your ribbon off to the side there. Because again, it just needs to be manipulated a little bit. This might have come loose. I'll fix it. But finish zip tying the actual ribbon in the wreath. See? Just like so. And then we're going to actually take this ribbon, move it over. Help always having like the deco mesh able to move and manipulate as well. Okay, that's set in there. So I'm going to take all the ribbon except for that top jute because I want to show the plaid, and I'll actually either trim it or dovetail it because I like to show that plaid. So I'm going to pinch it here and tie it in right here on the side, because you're still going to be able to see the welcome, but you have what I call a bump. That nice little bump of ribbon. I'm going to tie this again. This came untied. This deco mesh. This orange deco mesh. I'm going to tie it again. There we go. I'll hold it up. So as you have that bump right there, you can still see welcome. See? You can still see it even though you have that bump there. So then I'm going to take it down with long streamers. Move the deco mesh out of the way. To my advantage. Use my ribbon scissors and actually have long tails coming down. Just like so. Because remember, it is a smaller wreath than I'm used to making. I actually make longer, larger wreaths, but I know where they actually put this in the office, and it's right there at their door area. And for some reason, either I'm thinking it's a mirror or some sort of frame is right there, and they put it right in the center of that mirror and frame. And so I'm going to add some more tails and some other items as well. Embellishments I showed y'all earlier. And just going to make for sure that that's actually zip tied really well in there. So you can actually see that bow. Finish, snip that. And of course, you see the pumpkin as well. No, third time I brought this up. Okay, so last weekend, Karen and I, with Karen's Crafty Creations, Crafty Karen Designs, what am I saying? Crafty Karen Designs and we did a marathon. We're going to do another one. So if y'all are interested in watching us in August, we are going to do a marathon in August. So it's coming up. Of course, we'll focus again on the idea is to do Halloween again, to do fall again and to do Christmas again. But we'll switch it up. Maybe Christmas is first, and then Halloween will be second, and then fall will be third. I don't know. I don't know how we're actually going to do the days. We're going to do it in calendar sequence, or are we just going to do it and be unique? I don't know. We haven't done that yet. All we've done is pretty much squared away the actual dates. So we know it's August, and it's towards the middle of August. So, yay! We'll be here before we know it, right? Right. Okay, so I'm going to get my other ribbon off the floor, bring it back up here, and make some tails. Make some tails. Yes, another marathon. Absolutely, we're going to do it. We've gotten such great feedback that it seemed like everybody enjoyed it. And, of course, Karen made some fabulous designs. I mean, just fabulous designs. And so just really, really impressed clients. And I mean, I think she sold a lot of items. Of course, a lot of the ribbon we used, that was very helpful, that people went and purchased. And then some of the designs. I know I have a few of the candles that I'm needing to make, my final 2 candles for Halloween. I've had some really great feedback from some clients. So what I'm doing now, I'm just making some fun streamers in the ribbon. And then I just pull out the actual ribbon so people can see the actual ribbon. And I cut it at different lengths as well. If you haven't noticed, I kind of stair step it. And I put that throughout my design. And I'll hold it up. So what I just did, I just added this ribbon right there. And of course, manipulating it enough that the welcome's still visible. It's not hiding. But then I'm going to actually use this one. And I don't have a full roll of this, but I think I have enough. Yeah, it's close to being towards the end. I know that these are brand new. Again, I do have this one in my shop. It's a 3-inch. It's not a 4-inch, not a 2.5. It's a 3, which I thought was really, really good for the smaller wreath. A 4-inch might have been a little too overwhelming for such a small design. So what I'm going to do here is grab this right here, tie this in, and go right in the corner of that design, bringing out that plaid again. Because remember, I'm going to have a lot of the colors in that plaid. And then I'm going to try to tie it right here. There we go. Because again, you still want to see your welcome sign, or the word welcome. Not necessarily the whole sign, but as long as you're still able to see the word welcome. That's what's important. I use jute deco mesh throughout, black, orange, and the neutral color. And then up here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up, again contrasting the colors with the pumpkin, so the pumpkin can actually stand out a little bit. And then I'm going to flip it. So I like to flip my corners of my ribbon and actually kind of give it looking like it's an actual bow, but it's not. It's just part of a bow. And I'm going to lay that up here, grab some evergreen, and tie it in. and have another bump there, but have the evergreen still hidden, but you do see the bump. Take the deco mesh, bring the ribbon around, and cut it. Have a longer tail. I think I'm done, but I might use a little bit more of the ribbon. So I actually did this part, the bump on the back towards the top, and the extra ribbon. Cradled in that pumpkin a little bit, cradled in the sign, have that coming down right there. Have that ribbon. Then I can add some more of this one and this one throughout. I've got tons of ribbons but don't have visions to create. You creators do. Oh. Well, hopefully you can take these ideas and they can help you. I mean, that's what it's all about, is helping. I was thinking about doing some more lives when it comes to designing other things besides wreaths, whether it's centerpieces, home decor items that you could use or that you possibly might have, or things that you find at like Hobby Lobby. Would that be helpful? It's just not necessarily wreaths, but again, it can be items that you could design, be part of anyone's home decor. I think having ideas like that are helpful because again, it's just not necessarily everybody's cup of tea. But what I did there is just added this little bump of ribbon right here, this little grouping. Just tied it off. I'm going to do about 3 or 4 of those throughout the wreath on the way around. I might do just 3. Makes sense. I like working in odd numbers. Do more lives. Okay. I should have gone live. I did their centerpiece and I thought, why didn't I do this? I mean, I was almost finished and I was like, why didn't I do this on a live? I should have done it on a live. Because all I did, I remade the centerpiece that goes below this in their office. And I thought, you know, you just want to, you're working for the client. You just want to make for sure you get it done in a timely manner. Love how you pair your ribbons. Well, thank you. Again, if it had polka dots in it, if the song, you know, if the pumpkin had polka dots or something, I would have added polka dots. I mean, it's just one of those things that I just didn't feel like polka dots were perfect for this particular design. In their office, their actual office is a farmhouse type of decor. And so it just made sense to keep it again with the burlap and the more natural colors that you have of fall. Okay, just have a little bit of this ribbon left, but I think I can make a one tail bump. Okay, I'm gonna clip that off because I actually had a seam on that ribbon. Can y'all see that seam I have right there on the end? I will use it somewhere. For this right now, I'm just gonna make it a one loop, but one tail kind of ribbon. So this is what's going over here on this side where all this other ribbon is. So it's really not needing to be a lot of ribbon, but it's okay that it's just one loop and one streamer because it's over here by the bow. But you still want it actually facing out. Take that deco mesh, lean it under, always using that. That's why I love to work with deco mesh. I think it's just so makes your job a lot easier when you're doing this. So see how I just added that little bit right there? Even though it was just a little streamer, it worked. And then of course the very top, added that. So if I need to add more, I can add more. If I don't, it's okay. It's okay. I think I'm good because I have that going this direction, that. So if I do have more of this, so if I feel like I need more, I can always add more. If not, I think we have enough embellishments because I have a pile of embellishments right here that I've already put together. And I've got a pumpkin or two that I can add. But let me go ahead and pin this. Put this over here. Also, for those of y'all that are wanting more lives, I'm gonna do a witch wreath, a Hocus Pocus witch wreath, that if you followed me before, I've done it for a few years. And I'm gonna do another one this year. So I have everything that goes in it. So this will be coming soon, if not tomorrow. A Hocus Pocus wreath. And then it's gonna have a faux caramel apple in it. It's gonna have a witch kit. It's gonna have so many wonderful things in it. So that's coming possibly tomorrow. If I can fit it in the schedule, it's coming tomorrow. Yay, good, okay. Okay, I'm gonna dovetail the ribbon as I go. So you just don't catch me dovetailing like a ton of ribbon, or you can always take a break. You take a break. But I did save time and getting, I'm gonna clip that a little bit more. The pine cones already have picks on them. I use a pick machine. It is, again, where you actually place a metal pick on the end, and it helps keep your items stationary. Of course, my glue apparatus here, do not call it what it actually is. I don't want to get in trouble with Facebook by calling it what it truly is, because you never know what they're thinking. Don't want to make anybody upset in this world today. So what I did is I actually grouped some clusters together of some fall flowers, leaves, and I like to place them in a pick, just like this, where it's 3 or 4 different items. There's a thistle, that's a maroon thistle. The actual dentist office, they are, well, some are from Alabama and some went to A&M for their dental school. And I thought, I've got to put in some maroon things. These people went to A&M. I can't just put in orange. They're not really fans of orange. They're fans of the maroon. So added some maroon colors for them in their office. So I'm going to show you what I did. Just added a few sprays right there. Added that pine cone. Y'all see that pine cone? Added that pine cone. Has a little bit of gold on it. Gold, metallics, the silver. We're going to add it in, because again, that pine cone had a little bit of gold on it. I have one that's a neutral pine cone. Just a normal pine cone. Loving the clusters. I do too. Instead of just taking, you know, the sprays that I have. So for example, we had this spray of the actual brown and orange daisies. So I have this spray in my shop. I think this comes in a set of 2 when you purchase it. That's in my shop. I have this crabapple spray. It's beige or ivory. This cluster, I'm going to be using that because again, look, it's the pumpkin. It's, you know, bringing in the colors of the pumpkin. I have this leaf spray, and it is a plastic leaf spray. Have it, I'm using it because again, I'm bringing out the colors. Look at that ribbon. It looks going perfect with that. I do have this lotus spray in my shop as well. And then here's the thistle spray. You get 6 thistles with this one. But I have it in that maroon or burgundy, and I have it in an orange option. I just think, again, it brings out a different look. Just like the crab apples have a different look. And I have more sprays. I just ended up using them. But there's a spray that I have from Raz that has this and the leaves. I think I have 2. I have one that has a lot of pine cones, and I have another one that has the pumpkin in it. And they're in my shop. They're just in boxes. And but again, these are great sprays. So all this is coming from, look at all this. All of this is going to go in this wreath. It's going to look fabulous. So where do I determine where things go? I don't. I just know what I made long, and if I want the longer pieces to go in like the corners per se, because again, that's where your longer ribbon is, you can do that. And again, where the contrast is, I love things that contrast because again, they stand out in your designs. You don't want it to sit flat. You don't want it to just be blah. You want it to stand out, be a showstopper. Which you can do. You don't have to do it, but you can do it. Make it a showstopper. But again, you have that ribbon. I'm going to trim this just down just a tad more. I'm going to add this cluster right here. Since I put it there to show y'all what I'm doing, I'm like, oh, I kind of like it there. And this one has some acorns in it. So again, it's adding a different texture. Not only the look, but it's adding a different texture in it as well. Sometimes you just need to hold it in place for that glue to set. It's just going to make those pop. So how things sit in nature, not necessarily as the leaf on the front. If the leaf is facing down, if it's facing up, it really doesn't matter because in nature, it's not behaving. So here I've actually added these clusters together. That is another Raz spray, and I'll show you. It's the actual, I won't show you that one. That one already has glue on it, but it has these leaves on it, these green and gold and brown leaves. It is fantastic. I think I'm going to be putting it on my garland that I do in my family room this year. It's a showstopper. Well, thank you. Thank you. It's getting there. It's getting there for sure. It's getting there. So I'm going to put this one right here. Bringing that ribbon up forward so y'all can see that ribbon. So then the clients enter the office, they can see it. Of course, that one was just ribbons. This one's going to be a thistle, berries, and some leaves. different combination. Putting that in there, making it pop a little bit. Lost a berry. Berry went flying. I'm sure it's just fine. I'm going to spin it around and show y'all. So there, added those. So again, I added it at different levels because again, you're not necessarily seeing it at the same, you know, people are different heights. They're seeing it from the side because it's right at an entry, but you can go left and go right. So people are going to be coming and going, and they're going to be looking at the sides and things like that. So it's important that it's finished all the way around, if that makes sense. Okay, so let me dovetail these, because as I go around, we're going to dovetail. There it is. And I just take it and pinch it. And then I look to make for sure. Do I need to go shorter? Do we need to stay long? I might go shorter with this one. It all depends. Shorter a little bit. Always add to it if I need to. Dovetail this one. So again, Crafty Karen and I, we will be doing another marathon. I believe she and I talked about it, and I think it's the 12th. I think that's a Friday, August 12th. We'll be announcing it for sure in a couple of weeks, but we will be doing another marathon. So is there anything in particular that y'all are thinking about wanting to see? Like a Christmas wreath, I didn't do a Christmas wreath this time. I did the swag. I did this swag behind me. I did that. I did a candle for Halloween. I did skis, and I did a Santa centerpiece. So is there anything, a fall garland? I need to do a fall garland for myself. Absolutely, okay, that's a suggestion. Halloween, anything specific for Halloween? A snowman's Christmas wreath. Wow, okay. I don't even know, do I have a snowman? I can find a snowman, I'm sure. I can find something. I don't even know if I have a snowman, but I don't know if it's big enough to go in a wreath. But I can find one. I got plenty of time, right? Any other suggestions? Halloween. What specific for Halloween? A centerpiece, a wreath, a swag? Just curious. Okay, so going on around, I'm going to fill it in because I have cream or ivory berries on this side. I can definitely do ivory on this side. I'm going to actually put longer berries here because again, it's needing to be longer in this back section that you actually see these items. You see the ribbon and you see that contrast between those. Bring it on around. I'll let that glue dry a little bit. I do have places right here that I'm going to be placing things. Anything else? My comments keep disappearing. Halloween teardrops swag. I can do that. I can do this. Thank you for the suggestions. I need more glue. Thank you for the suggestions. These are all great ideas. I will definitely be looking and shopping for those ideas. Because a lot of stores I've seen recently started adding, finally, but how many years did we go by and it's like August is almost, I mean, like the kids are back in school and retail stores are just putting out Halloween. It's like, start doing it now. You know, it's really truly the next holiday. I mean, I know there's Labor Day, which of course I know that, but to where designers would actually be putting their skills together and designing items for that. Plus they could be selling this stuff this early. So for example, I'm going to prop something else up behind this, and the reason why, the black candlestick in the back. Oh, okay, wait. The comment went too fast. The black candlestick in the back is beautiful. Can you show it up close? Yes, I can show it up close. I'm going to show y'all what I'm doing here. This one, I'm going to actually put another item here below this because again, it's on that corner and I want those berries. It's not going to interfere with the word welcome, but here we go. This is perfect. It's a longer one and I can lay it right in there and it's going to contrast just fine. All right. Yes, I'll get that. I will go get that in just a second. It's, if you follow my page earlier today, I put it on a reel and sped it up of what I did, and I will show y'all this. It's a stacked pumpkin that I made the other night. But I put it on a candlestick so it would stand up and y'all can actually see that it's a pumpkin. And this pumpkin is black. I painted it black because the pumpkin is blue in my shop. And I painted it black. And I put a marble pumpkin on top and a huge bow. Show you the bow. Woo! Show the bow. And then I'll just twirl it around while I'm showing you guys. And it's just black roses. Of course, I wasn't planning on showing this up close, but I have some glue strings in there. But some black roses, some actual items, some orange, eucalyptus. So that's it. Oh, and the green ranunculus I have on the top as well and throughout. So that's that design. Thank you. I'm going to put it back. I haven't posted it yet, but it's for sale if anybody's interested. I haven't posted it in my shop yet. Y'all can let me know. I've had a lot of people let me know that if they're interested in items, which I can make that again if somebody's interested. If anybody's interested in any customs, I can do that too. I'm going to place this right here, bringing that down in the design, because again I have that long streamer. I'm going to put some more back in here to possibly bring out that bow a little bit more. Have that. Got distracted with the candlestick piece. I was thinking the black candlestick I made in the marathon. I was like, Yeah, I could do that, but that's not what you were talking about. Let me click that. There we go. Okay. So I can bring something else right there. Put this here. Nope. I want berries. There. I'll do this. Do that right there. Again, another contrasting cluster of leaves, thistle, green berries, and place right in there. Might need some more glue. And then I bring that ribbon up so you can actually see it. Now I'm going to trim this a little bit, because now that I put that there, it's actually better if I do it like that. There we go. Have a little bit of a thread coming out that ribbon. Just gonna trim it there, clean it up a little bit, and show you guys what I just did. Just that little area right there by that welcome sign. And then you can actually, everything's on a wire, so you can actually bring it up a little bit and it can lay a little bit better. Bring out the ribbon. Come on around. I'm going to put a spray cluster right back in here. Right by that bow. Bring this back up. Right there. Added it right there. Right next to that bow. Coming on around. So you're seeing all the ribbon still. Dovetail these three pieces. Okay. I see that imperfection that I mentioned earlier in the ribbon, and I was able to get it right there. Yeah. It had a little bit of red for whatever reason, but that's okay. I was able to clip it out. Red on a black, white, and silver. Isn't that interesting? A little bit of pink or red on that ribbon. Clipped it right out. So, worked itself right out of there. Alright, put a little bit of raffia right there with some berries and some kind of, looks like kind of wheat grain, very fall-esque. Put that there and put it below the ribbon, and so that would stay up a little bit. Have some actual acorns that I'm going to be putting right there. Because again, I think I have the acorns over there. You just don't want to place things really side by side if you only have a few of them. Get the glitter and the pine cones, the falling leaves. And it doesn't matter to me, as I mentioned earlier, it doesn't matter to me that if the leaves are facing a certain direction, but as long as you're able to see them, because in nature they don't face a certain direction. They're just falling how they are to fall. If they're backwards, if they're front facing, back facing. Okay, what I can do in these two places, I'm going to actually clip this off because I'm needing something a little shorter, and I'll put a new one on. I can place it right here, and again, placing a pick on this, but I'm going to cut off that bottom part of that pick so I can place this in here just so. Clip this off because I don't want it, again, you don't want it to be too close to the actual wording, but you still need something to cover up this area here. Place it in there. So it looks, again, hold it up, just placed it in that area right there. See where it says welcome? You still see welcome. It's just, again, in that hole right up here. So it's still warm. Trying not to burn myself. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Doing a fall wreath tonight, or this evening. Not really tonight yet. Oh, it's almost 7. Oh, mercy, how time flies. How time flies. Mercy. Okay, going on around. We're almost done. We're almost done. Almost done. Just have a quarter left. Just dovetailing these ribbons. So again, D. Stevens. I have one roll of the plaid left, of that plaid in my shop. I have a couple of rolls of the actual 1.5 inch jute in my shop. I think, let me look. Yes, I have 2. I have 2 over there on the shelf. One day I need to do a quick video of all the ribbon I have here in my shop. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. It's a lot of ribbon. I'm going to trim this one just a little bit more. And more ribbon is coming. Yes. And a lot of it, y'all, I've never had before. A lot of it I've not had before. It's brand new styles, colors I've just never had before. It's crazy. Okay, what I can do here is bring this pumpkin down here. I like it better there. And we can tie it in together. Put in a little bit of glue. I use Gorilla Glue. It is the best glue for anything. If you're looking to keep items in a hot weather environment, a cold weather environment, it is amazing. I love using Gorilla Glue because it's usually the elements that you're really concerned about where customers are putting their items, whether it's too hot or too cold, and it truly does stay. I'm gonna place this in here, cover that little area up. Show you what I did. place that pumpkin right there, even though it's next to the pine. My goodness, what am I doing tonight? Pumpkin, pine cone, and then I added another little cluster of leaves. That's all. No berries in that one, just leaves. And then I'm going to place some more clusters that I put together. I did show these items before as I started, which I have a lot of them in my shop. So anyone interested, I do have them. Do need to clip that. Need to dovetail those. Get that out of the way. Need to dovetail these ribbons right here. It's coming together so much better than the wreath was a few years back when I made it for them, and they were so kind to display it. I thought they were going to actually put it on their front door of their home, and they're like, no, we want to share it at the office. And I'm like, okay, absolutely. I was so proud of it so many years ago, and I'll be proud of this one to be up there at their office. I love my dentist. I was so proud to find them and happy to find them. So again, I still have a few holes right there in the corner, but it's really coming together. But again, it's a combination fall, Halloween, something that they can leave up. I'm going to push down those evergreens, and I'm going to be able to place a few more leaves and berries. I'm going to do that here because everything's on a wire, so I can actually bend it and manipulate it a little bit in these clusters. So I can do that here. Bring out the leaves. Nice contrast. Almost done. And dovetail that just a tad bit more. There, a little bit better. And then I can add some more berries down in here. And of course, I'll add more items if I see holes or need to add in particular areas. But again, your last cluster, I think it's gonna go right over here by this pine cone. And if I see any other areas, like I said, I'll fill them in. Nothing will look empty. This is going to be the last one. Show the berries. Show the ribbon. Did I cut everything? I think I did. I dovetailed everything. So let me hold it up for you guys. Bring it a little closer. Straighten it up a little bit. Hello. So there you go. So that's it. So the details, the pumpkin, pumpkins, but again, you're still truly seeing that welcome sign. That's what it's all about, is they're welcoming people for the fall and Halloween. So, well, thank you. Thank you. Hi, Karen. How are you? Hi. Oh, thank you, Dolly. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Oh, that's gorgeous. Thank you. It's, again, just a little different. You rarely have those clients that really want to celebrate for all the season, but you get it, right? I mean, they're dentists, so they need to make for sure that it's just up there, welcoming clients, and that they don't have to switch it out. There we go. Mercy. But there you go. There y'all can see it. There you go. It's Christy. Thank you. So there you go. So tomorrow, I will fit it in my schedule. I just don't know when. But a Hocus Pocus witch wreath. Hocus Pocus witch wreath is coming tomorrow. So, for those of y'all that are interested, I don't do text yet. They'll love it. I hope so. I really do. They'll like it more than what it looked like before. I mean, I think they bought it like 4 years ago, and it's still, y'all, it was constructed so well. It's the Gorilla Glue. But, you know, it's just times have changed, and my talent's gotten a little bit better. And, I mean, I think they're really going to like it. So, I hope so. I hope they do. And, again, all this I'll show y'all tomorrow, because I did a centerpiece that sits on a table right below it that says pumpkins on it. And I'll show that to y'all, because it goes really well together. So, again, it'll be in the same vicinity as the welcome wreath. So, but I appreciate y'all's time. I'm glad that y'all liked it. What size? Evergreen base. It was an 18-inch evergreen base, which I love using an 18-inch, but I have a 20-inch wreath. I only have 8 of them, but I have a 20-inch wreath in my shop, and it's a dual ring. It's elevated, and it's a perfect base for this. But I had one left over, and they needed a smaller wreath because, again, of the location it goes in. It goes in, I think, a mirror. They put it in the center of a round mirror. So that's why I used, an 18-inch. But thank you. If y'all could join me tomorrow, that'd be great. Again, Hocus Pocus wreath is what I plan on making. I don't have a Halloween wreath in my shop, so I need to put one in my shop. And it'll look similar to one that I've done before. So if y'all have seen the Hocus Pocus wreath, the witch kit's going to be the exact same witch kit as I've had before, but it's just going to be a little different. It's going to be a little different. Awesome. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope they're going to love it. And it's just different. It's just different than what I've done before. And I'm going to go ahead and stick this in here, so why not, right? Either it fell off one of the clusters. It'll go perfectly. I say that, it goes perfectly right there. I'll add it right there. But thank you for your time. I appreciate it. And join me tomorrow for the Hocus Pocus witch wreath. And I don't know what time, but just watch so when I go live. But y'all have a great evening. Enjoy your Saturday. And y'all have a great, great day. Thanks. Bye.